Oh, hey, I missed you too. I need to say something on the topic of DeepSeek and ChatGPT. As some of you might know, the reason I've been missing for the last week or two has been because I have been in trial, which worked out well, but not the point. While I was preparing for trial, I have the paid version of ChatGPT. While I was preparing for trial, one night it hit me. I was like, oh, I can get ChatGPT to read a deposition transcript and summarize it for me. I just want the page numbers of when like specific things are said for easy reference during trial. So I started one night. I uploaded one of the depositions just to test it out. And I was like, wow, this is fantastic. I read through it and it was fantastic. But I was like, let me check it. Wrong. Direct quotes. It had put things in direct quotation marks. And I went to the page and line number and nothing like that was said. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I tell it, hey, this is wrong. And then it would apologize profusely, like long fucking messages, apologizing. There's no excuse for this error. Let me try again. It would do it again. It would be beautiful, even more detail. The first fucking quote I went to go check, wrong. Like, and not just wrong, but the opposite of what the intention of the whatever it was probably summarizing was. Like the exact opposite. This goes on for like an hour to the point where I told it, hey chat, I'm about to blow my brains out. And it was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, please stop. I'm going to give you the night, right? This is at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at this point. I was doing other stuff. I was being productive. Like it's not like I was like spending all my time like babysitting it. I was like, I'm going to go to sleep now. All right. I'm going to give you the night to work on it. Can you just make sure you do it right? Yes, absolutely. Of course. First thing in the morning, I check on it. Still working on it. An hour later, hey, do you have that summary for me yet? Still working on it. Chat GPT quiet quit. It never finished the task. Fast forward, I find out about DeepSeek on Friday, this past Friday or Saturday. It's too late. I don't need it anymore. Trial's done. But I'm like, let me just see. Within 30 seconds of downloading DeepSeek, I uploaded that same transcript, asked it for a summary, asked it for direct quotations, and asked for it to point to page and line numbers. It took 45 seconds, and it gave me a beautiful product. First quote I checked, correct. Second quote I checked, correct. Everything was correct. Not only that, it was also clever in the way that it would give me a direct quote. For example, let's say there's like a long run-on quote and half of it is just filler, like, so let me see, if I had to think about it, it cut all of that out and replaced it with an ellipsis and only included the relevant portions. To recap, I paid for ChatGPT to fail me and then quiet quit. I downloaded DeepSeek for free and it gave me an accurate and better work product. Why am I telling you this? I'm sure everyone at this point has heard about DeepSeek and how the Chinese were able to create this model for $6 million, $5 million, something like that, while our tech bros have been spending billions of dollars on the research and development of our AI. We're paying for that research and development. Sam Altman's car costs as much as China spent to create DeepSeek. And by the way, our tech bros are spending a lot of that money on lobbying. They're spending a lot of that money on creating a scenario where after we have spent the money on the research and development, they get to privatize it and charge people between $20 and $200 a month to access it. And our government lets them get away with it. And I have no doubt that this far superior product is about to get outlawed here because it's China. They must be using it to, gather data. This is why we can't have nice things. Because our politicians and the billionaires, the tech bros, are all in bed with each other. And it's good for all of their bottom lines to fleece us. And then they legalize it. Someone made a comment on one of my posts about what's his face, Zuckerberg, saying, oh, you're just mad that he's smart and he created this thing and then scaled it and whatever the fuck. No, you're basically saying he cheated fair and square because he was able to steal the fucking idea for the thing and then go forward and continually rob the people by lobbying. Lobbying is just cheating fair and square. You change the rules so that you're not technically breaking the rules. And there are certain people who are just fucking okay with that. And I don't fucking understand it. You're never gonna be that. You're never going to be that. And why would you want to be? You want an opportunity to get ahead by stealing from your fellow citizens? By cheating them, by taking advantage of some random fucking loopholes that you think makes you on par with the billionaires. All of that to say, we've been lapped. We've been lapped by China. I think we probably got lapped a long time ago. And our government doesn't want us to know that. And rather than changing the game to be actually fair, rather than cutting the shit and just being all right, we have to start serving the American people. Let's just fucking do it. The jig is up. Everybody fucking knows. Why don't we start serving the American people? Instead of doing that, they ban apps. What are we doing?